Dear students, welcome back to my channel. In this class, let us derive an expression for work done in case of an isothermal process. Work done by the gas in case of an isothermal process. Okay. Actually, it's a 5-mark question. They will ask like this: what is an isothermal process? Derive an expression for work done in case of an isothermal process. Like this, they will ask you one important 5-mark question. In the next class, let us discuss about what is an adiabatic process and hence derive an expression for work done in case of an adiabatic process. Okay. In the last class, I have said about isothermal process. In case of an isothermal process, actually PV is equal to constant. That is, Boyle's law holds good. Hence, the product of pressure and volume remains constant. That is, at a constant temperature, the pressure of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to its volume. Like that, we can understand. Okay, fine. Now, an isothermal process means the thermodynamic process that takes place at a constant temperature. Now, let us consider one mole of an ideal gas at a temperature T. Okay? Let P1 and V1 are the initial pressure and volume of the gas respectively. These are the assumptions made by us. Let us consider one mole of an ideal gas at a temperature capital T, which is a constant temperature. Let P1 and V1 are the initial pressure and volume of the gas respectively. Okay. After this, let the gas be allowed to expand isothermally. Now let us allow the gas to expand isothermally, that is at a constant temperature, that is T. Therefore, small work done by the gas is dW is equal to P into dV. Okay, this equation we know. Actually, in the previous videos, I have explained it how that W is equal to P into dV, like that. Actually, work done is equal to force into displacement. Okay, I am saying about the maximum work done. For force, we can write pressure into area. Area into displacement is volume. Therefore, P into V. For W, for small amount of work done, we take small amount of change in volume. Therefore, dW is equal to P into dV. Next, let the gas be allowed to expand isothermally. Therefore, small work done by the gas is dW is equal to P into dV. For one mole of an ideal gas, we have this formula: PV is equal to RT. Therefore, P is equal to RT divided by V. Therefore, dW is equal to RT divided by V into dV. Next, what we can do means, here we have calculated the small amount of work done. Therefore, the total work done by the gas to expand isothermally from V1 to V2. V1 initial volume, V2 the final volume. V1 to V2 is, as we know well about the concept of integration, W is equal to integration of dW. Okay, within the limits V1 and V2. What is the value of dW? RT divided by V. That is, here I will write RT by V into dV. This is V1 to V2. Then, in that equation, capital R is universal gas constant and T is temperature, which are constants. Take them out. What we get here? RT integration of 1 by V dV. If we integrate 1 upon V, what we get? That is log V or ln, okay? Log V to the base E. Upper limit V2, lower limit V1. Next, let us substitute V2 first. Let us put one negative sign and then V1, so that we get RT log V2 minus log V1 to the base E. It is of the form log M minus log N. Okay, log M minus log N is, as you know well about it, that is log M by N, V2 by V1. Okay, now how to convert log to the base E to the log to the base 10? By multiplying 2.303. Therefore, 2.303, here I will write W is equal to 2.303 RT log V2 by V1 to the base 10. This is the expression for the amount of work done during an isothermal process. Otherwise, you can also call this as W is equal to 2.303 RT log P1 by P2 to the base 10. Because in case of an isothermal process, PV is equal to constant, that is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Therefore, P1 by P2 is equal to V2 by V1. Therefore, in place of V2 by V1, we can put P1 by P2. Okay, this is for 1 mole of an ideal gas. Suppose if they have asked us the 2 moles means we have to multiply this by 2. Just like that for n moles, so it has to be multiplied by n. Then it would have been W is equal to 2.303 nRT log P1 by P2 or V2 by V1. Like this we have to derive the expression. So once again I will repeat this. What is an isothermal process, and hence derive an expression for work done in case of an isothermal process. Like that, if you get any one question means, first we have to answer for that 1 mark question, that is a thermodynamic process that takes place at a constant temperature is said to be an isothermal process. Okay, in this isothermal process, pressure and volume may vary, but the total temperature of the system remains constant. Okay, for that you get 1 mark. 1 mark. For remaining 4 marks, we have to execute like this. First one, let us consider 1 mole of an ideal gas. Ideal gas, you know, gas which obeys all the gas laws at all temperatures and pressures. Okay, let us consider 1 mole of an ideal gas at a temperature T. Okay, it is a constant temperature. Let P1 and V1 are the initial pressure and volume of the gas respectively. P1 is the initial pressure, V1 is the initial volume. Now we have to allow the gas to expand isothermally. Okay, when the gas expands isothermally, the small amount of work done by the gas is given by dW is equal to P into dV. So I have shown this how dW is equal to P into dV already. For ideal gas, PV is equal to RT for 1 mole of an ideal gas. In place of P, RT by V. Substitute that. So this is the amount of work done during small amount of work done during that process. But anyhow, to find the total work done by the gas when it is allowed to expand from initial volume V1 to the final volume V2, then we have to go for integration. W is equal to integration of dW. So within the limits V1 and V2. Next, the value of dW I will extract from here and I will substitute there. Here R is universal gas constant, as the name itself indicates, it is a constant. Since it is an isothermal process, T is also constant, and take them out. RT integral 1 by V dV. If we integrate 1 by V, we get log V to the base E. Log E to the base E. V2, V1 are the upper and lower limits respectively. Next, according to the rule, first we have to substitute the upper limit and then the lower limit. Now it is of the form log M minus log N. Okay, and it takes the form log M by N. Therefore, RT log V2 by V1. Next, if we eliminate this E by substituting 10, how to convert log E to the log to the base E to log to the base 10 means we have to multiply from 2.303, that number. Okay. Therefore, W is equal to 2.303 RT log V2 by V1 to the base 10. In place of V2 by V1, we can also write P1 by P2. This is for 1 mole of an ideal gas. For n mole of ideal gas, we have to multiply this equation by n. Okay, like that. Anyhow, thank you for watching. In the next class, let us derive a similar type of expression for work done in case of an adiabatic process. Okay, thank you for watching.